didn't expect that. Thank you so much. Sorry. Road to WrestleMania has, and from every side, been very, very vocal. Michael Cole, is it polarizing?
Very.
This is, we're all in here for the time to talk is up. Now, tonight we'll step up, and it is such a great honor. Around the world, welcome!
Let's go!
The following, introducing first,
what spot in them in this massive audience?
Tag team champions over, and tonight again heading for WrestleMania.
Yes, we are. The whole world is the 25th time calling the great quarter of a century. Michael Cole, what an honor to be alongside
guys like the Usos, guys like Logan, who are going to be a part of WrestleMania. Last performed as a team at WrestleMania.
The absolute greatest tag.
from Los Angeles, California, L.A. Knight.
Licking his chops to get into the ring against the, with a tsunami back at the end of December. Chamber match. So much history between L.A.
Going to get even on any form of rivalry right here at WrestleMania.
And wait, how fired up was expected by him on his podcast. That's the emotion.
Kind of similar to L.A. Knight. So this thing has crossed into all kinds of media.
Tonight, we are so glad you could join us here live on
Team of I Shall Speak, Austin Perry and Logan.
Didn't even want to be involved in this situation. Inadvertently got involved. Saw him training with the Vision over the past speed. Great athlete, we know that. However, heel match, he lasted 56 seconds back at Ray track record.
No, and it's been an absolute disaster. I mean, who can forget him getting broken in half in that tonight? And he needs to lean on the experience. Five-time WrestleMania competitor.
I Show Speed dressed like he's Superman. 3 wins at WrestleMania.
Formers
like Austin Theory. Remember what he did, so had a ladder match for the tag title.
Yes, indeed, and this is a very different version of our thanks, of course, to Paul Heyman and the Vision.
Back at the end of March to win the World Tag Team title. And the Usos with a double. So start things off with LA Knight.
Here, this is the man they really want right off our speed. Let's see what you got.
And I Show Speed with a...
I'll tell you right now, that is day one wrestling school. We're starting to see that athleticism.
LA Knight made him pay. Again, you see the athleticism.
It's a huge benefit in that ring as Logan.
Oh, and a power slam by Speed.
High off the megastar.
Yeah.
Match was ever won off a body slam. I Show Speed.
Logan Paul now into the ring as I Show Speed. LA Knight with quite the history with the Vision. The official in this matchup, all in the corner.
And that's part of the issue here at WrestleMania. You have to pay attention to the rules.
And again, main event in the World Heavyweight Championship with a win over the ring double team by the Usos.
It's fluid out.
By Jimmy, hooks the leg, and Logan kicks out at 2.
Here at WWE.
4 wins at WrestleMania. Of course, the Usos, a second-generation star.
Tag there, and
Theory.
Jimmy,
now Austin Theory. New attitude and
weight, and dropping the hammer at exactly the right time.
Logan Paul. Did you say something about, did you forget Hogan and Andre at WrestleMania 3?
followed up by right at the start. Later on in the show when I'm tired, maybe.
And Theory has become a changed man.
Love it.
It's a joint. Says he used to let the pressure get to him. Now he.
Logan Paul loves it, and if Ice Show Speed's going to get any, would be a pretty smart thing to do. Thinking it over there, and that was smart in a sense from
A lot of matches, Wade. I mean, you're going to think, right? You're not.
Has shown from the off in this one. He knows how to do the equation.
And now Logan Paul, who has proved himself, turned World Tag Team Champion.
He's one hell of a boxer too. One of the biggest right hand. Uso has been knocked for 6 in the corner.
And not to forget Uso. Oh, corkscrew moonsault off the top.
And here is who can get a fresh man into this
Tag.
huge turning point in the match. This
Jey Uso and Austin Theory. These two. Now, off the ropes. Spear! Cover! Able to break things up, but Theory just moved.
show you great instincts there from Logan Paul. And this one's breaking down in a big way now.
The ring and sent shoulder first into the post. Harm's way. Not going to happen.
This is there from Ice Show Speed, but again,
He just sent Knight into Paul.
Smart. It certainly did not, however, that's not how Austin Theory.
Speed. BF and Knight of the Usos win.
The Usos.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that is not me, but things went to didn't execute the plan correctly.
Well, he was being. I like how Logan Paul just tosses.
And you would.
Does not deserve to be treated like this. This
Cole,
match tonight.
Cole,
And now Logan
oh.
Paul, I think, is going to
Level, there are consequences. This is just a mugging now, a vicious assault.
Paul calling Speed a moron.
Logan Paul's boss is not in front of the eyes of the world.
Paul from Grayson. Meanwhile, Jey Uso. And Paul sent to the floor.
An unlikely saver. Thick of the Lion's Den.
No way. Oh. To the top rope as LA Knight holds one.
That's a long way.
I show splash. Logan Paul is celebrating with I Show Speed, and that
It didn't feel good. He'll enjoy watching it back. Also, Logan Paul, who may have a crushed ribcage.
time. Show splash through Logan Paul.
Absolutely insane thing to WrestleMania when the eyes of the world are up. Yay, yay. Because you don't do well drunk.
The end. Stephen A.
He will not be held liable for damage. From Sacramento, California, the Samoan Werewolf.
Oh, Wade.
Oh, so much hatred, so much malignant. The only way to get this done is in unsanctioned. We can't control you. We will not be held.
Has gone back in time to revisit the history. Jacob Fatu has talked about how he's changed. It's ready to win titles in WWE, but he said last two back for one night, he's gonna get him. All gas, no brakes made for Jacob Fatu.
Right here in Las Vegas for both of these, by both men who are capable of.
His opponent 85 pounds, Drew
McIntyre can get down and dirty with the best of them. Sin City street fight and fall or a submission to win the match.
Weeks ago on walking into WrestleMania as WWE Rhodes, thanks in large part to the why Drew McIntyre is laser
Man for kicking his teeth down his throat last year.
well, falsely accused.
Oh, look at this! Jacob Fudge is underway, bouncing McIntyre off the barricade.
Very little he needs to do in this match other than count well clear of these two. Until he needs to coup.
He says, I'm no longer a dog, stealing.
And that werewolf looks ravenous. Right hand early in this one.
Sending a table into the ring, completely lick all this, made this unsanctioned, so WWE could
have rules in place. You could have made sure this throw it out the window anyway. Let's not forget it anymore. And I've just noticed there's actually the referee in the ring right now.
Box.
And that is PTSD.
Oh! CM Punk inside Hell in a Cell. Toolbox. And now McIntyre looking to use the toolbox.
Another toolbox again in his life.
Oh, and like off the steel apron.
Geez. And there's no let up. It's kill or be killed now. Getting smashed into the steel of that ring front.
McIntyre on his heels early.
He just prides himself on being the most vicious man in. Can match him. It is Jacob Fatu.
First into the post.
So much raw power.
And McIntyre with a clothesline. Did you hear that? Oh. The chest of Jacob Fatu. And now using a...
Who flew here to watch McIntyre compete.
Well, didn't he learn a couple of years ago when he got involved in self...
Looks like he just tweeted something. Go check that out right now as war.
And again, that monkey wrench
quickly. Someone like Jacob Fatu can bounce back from the...
There's the running senton.
It is a free... It's a whirlwind of torture.
Fatu, one of the United States champions.
Drew McIntyre completely under Samoan werewolf.
Paying homage to the late, great pop-up Samoan. Covered by...
McIntyre is 280 pounds. Let's take another look at this. Brought down and driven down hard with that Samoan.
In WrestleMania history.
Flying Glasgow kiss there, just about Fatu. And how quickly this one could turn around.
Kiss, very lethal. McIntyre McIntyre almost ran into his own chair, caught him with a back end.
Man, starting to drag a little here and face.
Then over goes Jacob Fatu, and now Drew McIntyre
got thrown up in the air by Fatu. His taste.
That probably wasn't the only reason.
It's a major victory here in front of the world.
Now Fatu, Drew McIntyre.
Well, you've got to double down on this abuse.
Went with a claymore. And McIntyre. Fatu, mighty moonsault. Cover on McIntyre.
Oh my God!
I'm not sure anyone.
First of all, McIntyre putting it all on the line and followed up by this double jump moonsault that is beaten until right now at WrestleMania.
Enjoying this matchup on ESPN2. The knee.
Just kneecapping his opponent here.
At the start of this match.
Oh my God, blind sanction, Cole.
There's so much, just two men.
I'm about to say both men starting time.
Oh, he's a machine. There's no doubt about it. Each and every time.
It may be the greatest in history to come from the... is only getting better.
And now with the steel chairs set up. Cover by McIntyre. Didn't collide with both of those chairs.
Yeah, it took a... It's certainly not going to shatter the spine like McIntyre intended.
The history with Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre
Can't do anything about it.
Oh, no.
He...
On SmackDown, McIntyre, Vic, he's looking to humiliate him once again.
Fatu slowly making his way back.
Too much glee in the eyes of McIntyre there.
And now a chair to the spine. You saw McIntyre.
Not just the spine, it's the kidneys that get...
Jacob Fatu!
Ring and the frame of McIntyre may be shattered. Brain just shutting off, and once again...
Rock and Seth and Priest and... No, Claymore there! And Fatu kicks out!
Drew McIntyre's biggest weapon, the club...
was a slow count here.
Oh, both men so blessed, and their opponents have countered, and now they are here.
WrestleMania Saturday is underway. McIntyre looking to gain the upper hand. Headbutts though by Fatu.
And a lot about these two. Who has the biggest app of fading rapidly? Who can dig the deep end?
Set to set up a table. Again, thank you for joining. We'll continue in just a few moments over on the ESPN. Take McIntyre out as he sends him face first in.
And that swaggering confidence of Drew
Oh, goodness, right across the elbow.
Operate with him at this point. Trying to get some feeling back in the
Fatu looks to take the slow climb to the 2, and now McIntyre with an opportunity.
drops his guard, and then hope you've got enough left.
Just sent Fatu through the table, which was set up. And now wants him.
What a devastating landing that was.
Again, stalks his man, looks for the Claymore, runs into McIntyre.
Just incredible bounce back. Is that toolbox?
2. Mighty moonsault.
The Samoan World Tour.
And Jacob Fatu, look at him.
Become on what an insane, somehow, some way, simply outlast was something to behold.
Jacob Fatu, and boy did he ever.
Look how we got the outside, crushing through a table and crash the opponent back in the ring, and that is when Jacob back once again, and then simply no way back through the table. And what a victory for Jacob.
The rest. The demon no. Jacob Fatu, impressive here, Drew McIntyre, and you have to wonder if this long, vicious rivalry.
Going onwards and upwards from here. Always said, claimed the top gold here. Where does Fatu's career? This is going to be a bitter pill to swallow.
Handcuffs were off for Jacob Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, in the States, we would Saturday on
Championship at all times. The first team winners and the women's tag. The team of Alexa.
Only Alexa and Charlotte, champions, looking to win back the gold, become synonymous with WrestleMania when she beat Asuka to end the record undefeated 36. Ronda Rousey at Mania 38 where Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch.
Just so we're clear, Cole, we've got two top stars who know all about hitting top tonight.
Star Wars returns to the big screen. Experience theaters and IMAX. Alexa Bliss back at Mania 36.
Lee and Lyra.
Opportunity to once again be a part of WrestleMania. Remember, taking her out of WrestleMania, Becky would replace her to
Lived reign, and of course Becky Lynch, who had previously got back together, smoothed things over, and now Lord Mania.
Bayley has 3 wins in the Sky to win the WWE.
They are the WWE Max and Lash Legend.
Nia and Lash Legend paying homage to Demolition, who were inducted at just a very emotional.
Another, here comes the Nia, and here comes him in WWE, and what an
Of the February by knocking off Rhea Ripley and
as formidable a pair of misses on a hell of a lot of assets here in the desert.
Alexa Bliss looked off Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania to win the world title.
So I tried record getting it medically cleared today. So to take my place,
has returned to W.
Oh man, I don't come back, Paige!
And their opponents, accompanied by Brie Bella and
That the Bellas and Paige are long to Paige was going to be here at Wrestle.
Because of that injury, but what a mate for this audience who have truly been...
Paige looks in tremendous shape with Brie Bella as part of this fatal four. And I'm just looking up doing some research.
Must be jumping out of their couches right now. Paige got the famous Night Dynasty over the...
I believe this is Paige's first. Paige, of course, who made her Bailey in this as well, and so is Alexa Bliss. 4 women in the ring at her main roster debut. Remember, against AJ Lee, our current
And straight back at the top for Paige, and of course, in to that are the irresistible forces.
Since teaming with Nia Jax.
I mean, how can they double? It's basically 4 against 2 every time. Oh man, this place is going to explode when she gets down.
Sends Nia Jax out of the ring and delivers a chop to... You see Charlotte Flair, and you talk about part of that team, PCB, and look at this, Brie Bella.
The rules like this, there's always going to be opponents flying.
Brie Bella using Lyra Valkyria.
Like Brie, obviously it's great you've got Paige, but you are used to...
Again, I'm looking back to Charlotte and Lyra. Listen with Brie on a WrestleMania.
That's not a particularly deep resume as a tag. Gonna have to click into gear very, very quickly.
Tag made and Lash Legend now legal.
Division right there, and that is a small example.
Made onto the apron of Bailey. Charlotte Flair with a big split.
Charlotte is absolutely brilliant. Has all the like Lash Legend who knows how to use it. Al's now is Charlotte Flair, and smartly.
Oh, and a DDT delivered.
Valkyria, one of the greatest high flyers and a former Intercontinental. Once you've got Lash Legend out of the ring, do whatever you...
Tags. Incoming. Backbreaker. Lash Legend gonna break up the near fall.
Break up that pin.
And Brie fingertips away from her.
And how much would Lash Legend love to spoil this before Paige can even enter?
Yeah, I was going to say, Paige has an Alexa Bliss now, and Lyra Valkyria going to double team.
But keep your wits about you. These things never
Here.
A bougie.
Meanwhile, Brie Bella perched.
Taking a lot out of Brie. 4 women down. Fresh.
Got to tag your own partner. Here comes Nia Jax. Here comes Charlotte Flair. Boot.
Nice nimble work there by...
Here comes Paige! Which taking it to Nia. The inaugural...
Paige is looking...
And Paige now sent out to the apron. Lash Legend wearing Legend out.
Just a step ahead.
Paige now off the top rope cross.
Nice Lyra. Right Paige Turner.
Turning back the clock with a Paige Turner.
And Jax just going on a tear in the gold here and dump Brie Bella out on her head.
Nia Brie go down. Lash Legend from behind. Cover. Paige and Charlotte.
Kept the match alive for themselves.
I mentioned working together to clear. Teammates, rivals. 2 women that led us
to the queens of the industry, throwing down.
Big shot by Charlotte. Got her! Kick out by Charlotte at 2.
Here, but gotta move quick while the rest of the teams
with Paige in trouble. Brie Bella yanking. Wait a minute! Nikki with the clutch. Twisted Bliss. Paige got her knees up. It's Rampage.
Here are your winners, Women's Tag Team Champions!
What an emotional moment to win tag team gold!
Paige back where she belongs and back the outside. Of course, Cruelly taken out of the match with that wiping out Flair, distracting Bliss, and then really make Paige, and we have new tag champs.
Paige won a championship on her years, and what does she do? Most inspirational women that you will tag team titles.
That is just the ultimate feel. That's 15 years in the women's division. Paige, the
Mania. Even the Mandalorian Inc. at their new movie, Star Wars, The Mandalorian. He's second.
Ball is for the women. Introducing first the Chillian, Becky. New Jersey, she is N.A.J.
Ago we saw Paige, and now AJ Lee. Skip. Okay, you saw Becky confronting the...
to take the shine from this entrance of AJ, who has been placed in charge of this Jessica Fast Count Carr, who has 12 months costing her several matches. Jessica Carr is going to be unbiased in this one. It is.
And this match, chicken sandwich, and now they're reinventing it, making it go back. AJ Becky, there's really just one key strategy known as the Black Widow. They've met 3 times to the Black Widow.
Well, I'll half agree with Al. The other half is avoid the biased referee.
Keep up this propaganda to give her an out when she loses.
25 years plus of nonsense right here at WrestleMania.
Becky Lynch revealing that her 5-year-old daughter,
long-standing rival, straddling a couple of years ever since returning, delivering multiple plates with victory tonight.
Becky Lynch, though, wins. Tied for the most of all time in the...
Nice bit of power here from the Irish woman.
Yeah, suckering AJ.
30 seconds this match were an absolute disaster. Championship caliber.
Continues to make B2 when she won the inaugural WWE WrestleMania history back at WrestleMania 35. And a kick out by Lee.
Yeah, you're not going to put AJ Lee. Major damage from the off. Well, gritting her. It's a cheat.
Well, it's not going to take anything from Becky. Becky with a big exploder, sending AJ to the center of the ring.
His greatest hits in the first 90 seconds are down at the paws of Lynch.
Well, Becky should be constant. Well, AJ taking off the turnbuckle pad.
But she ended up regretting it and losing the match.
I can't with you because you.
Add to that if you are a neutral official.
At 2.
Yeah, nice distraction there from the referee, Jeff. She was whispering. Okay. There's no screaming. Insertion by the referee is AJ Lee.
Becky center toward the middle of the ring. AJ, what a collision.
Normally does not behoove you to be the lighter competitor. And that sent shockwaves down the spine of the chair.
For feet.
Feel like slowly, but the abuse that she took.
Toward the couple. Looking to retain her Intercontinental Championship.
So impressive since returning, completely unbetter with each matchup, and that is scary for the rest of them going for that Black Widow there, Cole.
And Becky was able to
At one move on go.
For the Shining Wizard. Becky, though, able to pick her out of the air.
Body of AJ Lee just bends in the strong natural advantage on a highly tight stack.
Vegas for WrestleMania Saturday, witnessing the former champ, Becky Lynch.
Number on the champ thus far.
Looking for the manhandle slam, the back of the neck.
It's that speed, that pace.
Becky Lynch swings her into the center.
Becky Lynch, that one move, that's been the problem.
And now AJ Lee just got the shoulder up.
The eyes of Becky Lynch, because she thought AJ Lee surgically repaired, catching that middle. But the resilience of AJ Lee.
Away. Got to be careful she doesn't get disqualified here. Carr's face, I mean, I respect Carr for... Can't say Becky Lynch.
And AJ dangerously.
With a manhandle slam.
A millisecond away from victory for the action once again. Becky Lynch not focused.
Jessica Carr ducked underneath, and it allowed AJ.
Now both women laid out. Both women have dropped. But you sense the end is inching closer.
And another.
And in a slugfest, I'm betting.
Becky with a slam. AJ Lee
Oh, God, getting towards those ropes, getting inch
Air, which caused AJ Lee to slip onto the
fell off in the hands of Becky Lynch.
in front of her. And now sending AJ Lee. Oh, Jessica Carr had no idea what happened.
Here is your winner and champion, the man.
Well, all is thwart the biased refereeing of Jessica Carr. AJ Lee, and now is shining. Becky Lynch getting into a shoving match with the, to be fair, was let go. But immediately the arm of her own and a late kick out. But this is a pivot of AJ Lee that the referee did not quite catch. It's removing that turnbuckle, pulling the reference to the ref, head first into the steel. He got a new Intercontinental champ.
Becky Lynch, once again. But you can't be upset at the way she lost. Insider membership program designed to bring fans closer. If you're interested in becoming a founding member, you can WWE. Fight, our future, only in.
The following contest is scheduled for one tria. Weighing in her 200 gold turn.
He does not have a great track record when it comes to happened to him. 660 world champion, ended last year by main event.
Very specifically told you, Michael Cole, to heed his advice.
Okay, so he's the career killer. He's ended the. Love to do that to Rollins tonight. We'll get into that story. Presented by the General Insurance. Hence the ring in general.
From Davenport, Iowa, Seth Borikin.
Seth Rollins entering his fascist. Wasted little time. Gunther and Rollins and Gunther. Seth Rollins, who missed months and months due to a There's no way he's 100%.
I mean, it's a career killer like Gunther. No operations, Mr. WrestleMania, the guy into clock.
And well, for look at this, thumbs to the eye. I think you're going to get it. This is a brawl. This is a fight.
You cannot dictate the pace, and if you've been out, but Rollins here completely unglued.
That Gunther put himself into WrestleMania. Paul Heyman.
Yes, he did. And what does Gunther get for that? Damn good favor considering the beating he's getting.
Like this. Incensed like this. Upset.
Proceeding weeks to WrestleMania from Gunther. You're going to take the blows for now and eventually say
group. Fight's going to continue.
And finally, we're underway.
And there,
the Adam's apple that just bounced off, motivated to cut Gunther down.
Easter hold that's taken out so many men here. And now landed on his feet. Always worried when
Rollins has had. You're gonna have a lot of injuries, bouncing past everything Gunther throws at him, and now these.
Let's going for one, and he ran into a clothesline.
Would have expected this, knowing full well these are two to a boil here, and Gunther's game plan from the opening of Seth Rollins, who's been out of commission for 6 months, well, some major durability here.
Well, Gunther tried to get the upload the pace to where he likes it. That method
is just disciplined, and he's driven. Gunther thrives on predictability. Doubles at Gunther if he's going to have any chance. But first of all, you've got to get from beneath the boot.
Two men had one match. 7 years bothering Gunther ever since. He claims that Rollins has been
takes issue with the fact that many call Rollins the best belt.
does Seth Rollins over the likes of Brock Lesnar. Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania 31.
A pull on a pair of boots, but when you talk about the best exclusively to him.
Well, it may be exclusively match tonight. Chop right to the turnbuckle.
And Rollins all of a sudden looks like some top. No warm-up matches. Biggest pressure on against this man mountain.
Now has Seth in trouble. Rollins near the top. Gunther looking to hook Rollins. He's able to slip out from behind, and now Seth.
Gunther just isn't used to being thrust.
Play delivers a release German suplex to Rollins. And a clothesline stops Rollins in his tracks. Back up.
One of the embers were burning inside Rollins' jump. Impressive buckle bomb from Gunther. Both men now laid out.
50,000 at Allegiant Stadium in Los Angeles. Gunther squaring off.
Rollins was going to be toast by now, especially for is the one who's laid out. And Seth is the one who was stunning.
And Gunther with a kick right across the fending forearm.
I mean, we talked about this not being a fight, not looking to show off their range. The other man into submission.
Gunther, this matchup came about.
And that was always going to be the big threat for Gunther. We just haven't seen enough of that so far from Rollins.
He's going to fight out of the corner. Chop after chop after chop by Rollins.
Devil's spirit. When you push him too far.
Stacks him up. Kick out by Rollins. Glanced at the official, and it allowed Gunther to do this.
Power, explosive advantage over Rollins.
Rollins, we learned over many years.
But I'm going to give some credit to Gunther here. Look at the names WrestleMania. Gunther doesn't care. Doesn't want you. He wants the best every single time.
Career. He said maybe you're suffering another one tonight. Maybe
build a terrifying reputation for yourself.
I mean, best in the world inside the ring.
Oh, for the current era in ring. We know it.
Looks in the best shape.
If I don't care your style, high flyer, power, technical.
He hooks Gunther and a backdrop right for the pedigree. And Seth looking for the stop. Oh, caught him with a knee. Seth's caught him with a knee.
Second bite of the cherry. Denied again.
Oh, bridge out. But he still got Gunther in position.
Best to get out of it. Didn't get a full pedigree there, but got in.
Gunther kicks out at two.
That might be the moment Seth's hopes. That stomp was as flush a being that is simply abnormal. Kicking.
Beaten in a match that went from 0 to 10.
And is that doubt in the eyes of the architect? He'll be home and dry, grabbing that knee I just noticed throughout his career.
Yeah, we saw him come down on it a bit awkwardly.
Right on the knee.
Yeah, went for a big stomp there. Gunther kicks out into a sleeper. Great counter by Gunther.
Center of the ring, 1,000,000 miles from a stronger athlete, pinning him in position.
What a hang on. Trying to create space. Trying to create space.
And that is freakish from Seth freaking Rollins.
This is out of the sleeper.
Boom!
Big. And another.
And two men running off.
What a clothesline. Did you hear that?
And it looks like Gunther's.
Rollins hooking Gunther. Super Pearl. Rollins with a sleeper.
Out of the frame.
Gunther going to tap out again at WrestleMania.
Gunther's fading away. Talking about it time and again. That huge frame of.
Got to be questioning himself. What does he do at this point?
I mean, lives on. And Gunther is living dangerously. Clue where he's at right now. Struggling to Seth Rollins. And the belief is there.
Rollins, suicide. And another one.
Mission like this, you have to be relentless.
Gunther though, able to hook Rollins. Powerbomb on the table.
Absolutely. Close eye on this as the count goes up.
Pedigree on the table.
And Seth Rollins not finished yet. He knows Gunther is an absolute.
Rollins looking for a massive stomp. Gunther has no idea.
Oh, that was horrific. Oh, Gunther here because Gunther is an absolute mess at ring.
Oh, God! Braun Breaker! Braun Breaker, the man who kicked Rollins
Past couple of months while he's back to Hull.
Gunther, meanwhile, dragging himself
Underbly on Gunther.
who is back at his nemesis. He better turn around on the body of Rollins.
Rollins candy from a baby forgot for him.
Rollins is fading. Go.
I think he's out there, Cole.
Here is your winner.
That was an incredible match. Oh, that came from out of nowhere to end.
You need to get the job done at WrestleMania. He even came down after he was laid out on this taking command. Kidney for our desk, but then it turned around in a hurry. Pettigrew up by this stomp, sickening. Skull Age out of nowhere. The shocking was to hell, and then the inevitable.
Only to be kicked out of the group last Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, breakneck speed, down the ramp.
Put me down when you had the chance.
3 miles an hour, top speed, down the Seth freaking Rollins. That is a war that came from.
The Oracle of the Vision.
A man who hitches his wagon, fool to deny that that man is
for Seth Rollins.
The WrestleMania highlight of the night is presented by
La Primera, Stephanie World Champion in a match that has become so personal. Just look at a couple of weeks ago. Morgan, winning to earn this opportunity, chose Stephanie. She won the title in September at Ridge World Championship match. Is brought to you by Fort Rivalry and Battle Royal, Team Foundation, and the Fortnite Item Shop. With me, WrestleMania without.
The following contest is the Women's World. Introducing first the challenger, Liv Morgan. Go Chile! She is paying Stephanie!
We're looking at two of the biggest stars in our had more opposite upbringings in their careers. The official Eddie Arango.
Now, what Stephanie Vaquer has done since 2 years has just been a long victory streak. Masterstroke of Liv Morgan leading into this. Vaquer compete with that, considering Liv
lost between these two women, Morgan and Vaquer, and been stepped on this match for weeks and weeks and weeks. Liv Morgan in trouble. Do you think her head's here or elsewhere?
No, absolute force of anybody. 2025 top. Did the right thing in January, won the Raw
champion. Has had great success at Mania over. Backs up the champ now, and Stephanie kicks out at just
through her path of her career. Never quite considered. Today, Vaquer isn't quite giving her the credit.
I've not been pinned or submitted since coming to the main roster. And they both use this move. The three amigos influential to the career of Dominic Mysterio. What does Liv have to do to win the title tonight?
Yes, with a wind in her sails only ever leads to finishing the job.
Liv now from high above the ring
of the turnbuckle that Liv Morgan doesn't normally put. Move, Michael Cole.
And now Stephanie gonna turn into the devil's kiss. Stay quiet. Like the pressure of the first WrestleMania has been getting to Stephanie.
Beautiful
cover by Stephanie Vaquer.
You're right, the pressure just doesn't get to Vaquer. That is crash course all the way to the NXT channel there from Liv Morgan. Vaquer might have been looking for that S. The danger of that particular move was Morgan. Hold on.
Looked like she was going to go for
with a world champ like Stephanie Vaquer. You're going to get into
up to retain the championship.
Get out there and living incredibly dangerously. Nails double underhug with the knee blasted throughout the career of Vaquer. And so Vaquer is also dragging a
breaker by Morgan, dropping Vaquer back. Oblivion! Stephanie just hit Liv with her own move.
Well, what a major statement. It would have been for the Oblivion, but it was not to be.
Exactly, but mentally this could screw up
anything in the past couple of minutes in here, and she's been hit with.
That's Roxanne Perez.
A lot of moments.
Stephanie Vaquer, Kel Rodriguez getting involved. The numbers game, cover by Liv.
Wrong, hit the ring, help me out. Rock somehow Vaquer still lives on here in the top rope, followed up quickly with Oblivion referee kick out, but a kick out all the same.
And now if you're Liv, what are you
going for a second bite of the cherry?
Oh, come on, the official's got to do something about
the playbook of the Judgment Day.
Looked like she was setting up for Oblivion, ended up going through the ropes.
From Stephanie Vaquer, wait up! Well, took out the two miscreants on the outside. Distraction, sometimes that is all it needs.
Second rope, Stephanie in trouble. Morgan now. Liv Morgan wins the championship.
New Women's World Champion.
And the man who comes out to celebrate.
What a celebration it is going to be tonight. All your energy this evening. You'll need some of that tomorrow. I'm in the clubhouse.
But what a champion, Stephanie.
I mean, very little chance at this point. It looked like so many distractions on the outside. On this, it comes to a close. What Oblivion right here at the very business end of the women's division.
Is going to cause a lot of trouble. Day in full force. Wade said, you got the demon tomorrow.
As your host, tonight's attendance. B. Vegas is the over. I look around. I am attendance 50,000. Las Vegas and those around the world.
At WrestleMania, 50,000. Out a roar when the EST.
Too long, the EST live. Bianca Belair has up her sleeve.
Now, I know it's been a long time since thank you so much for all the love and all the support, which you can't have WrestleMania without a few surprises. I think we need to add because the EST.
Thank you so much. Of course. We need to include the youngest 3,807. And you can feel the energy. Everybody's focused on this box right here. Main event
To Bianca Belair. Oh, what a shocker at WrestleMania. Minutes away from Cody and Randy. One of the most anticipated movies of the year. Street Fight.
Let's go!
Pat McAfee.
I thought you two were boys.
Yeah, you know what? I'm giving that man right there who now is telling these fans over the past number of years. Cody Rhodes finished his story. He had tears in his eyes. He was as emotional accomplished. And now, a few short years, respects everyone. The way things are done around here. Has an ego that is flowing completely out.
Reason to the rhyme of some of the things that I agree with, but what it has done is perhaps might not have been there otherwise.
I like being a part of this product. ESPN, but it's the way he's going about this. Larger than thou feeling.
Seen a word from earlier in the night. He is polarized. Up there, if you do, he has been loved, he has been hated. He's did end of that spectrum.
God. Look at this jock. The undisputed WWE champion and champ of smooth. It's 10 times distilled. Their own American dream. Grab an American Mule today with responsibly. McAfee in his ear.
I'll tell you why he needs McAfee, and he can give him that will help Orton. What McAfee has done, 90% of the interviews in the lead up to this.
Star in the making.
His beautiful daughter. Been a very trying couple of months. 2v1. Who wants to be the champion that people doing everything right, but even men will reach a breaking. From the 50,000 plus here tonight.
Won Cody Rhodes. They know what he's done for criticizing what QB1 Cody
Rhodes. He criticized our industry. He could have made that what this is today. All the stroke.
Actually believe a word of what he said, or was he season? Well, if that was the game plan, it had.
It's main event time. Here's Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is the undisputed champ, challenger.
Yeah, right. Boys, for the man, 275 professional wrestling. When he walks out, in every one of you fat ass, a 15-time. The man, Randy.
And to Georgia, weighing in is the undisputed, the American Nightmare.
What an atmosphere. Senior official, a match 20 years in. Randy creeping. Oh, come on! McAfee, a hell of a champion, and the match hasn't even started yet.
And what he's doing is callous, as cold as you like.
And now Pat McAfee trying to get into the...
Well, good night, Pat McAfee.
Take a walk back.
Well, the man
You can't blame him. You can't blame Cody Rhodes, Wade.
Oh,
now.
What's it, Cody Rhodes? Well, welcome to the main event.
Beat the hell out of him. Everything he's done to you.
The man also
McAfee's
by
in trouble.
McAfee.
Jelly roll. And the hell.
Came to see. Go give them the fight they came to.
Bring the garbage truck out and take...
Bell hasn't even wrong on everything.
To take out the trash.
What on the way here?
He needs a shrink is what he needs.
The game plan was in place for the challenger here.
Driving McAfee through our announce table as the situation. Finally, we're going to get that one-on-one. Finally, equal playing field.
Fix was attempted by McAfee. The jump start ticket to hospital.
So wait, I do want to bring this up as they deal with Mac running rampant online all week. I understand here, from what I understand, so will he be 100% tonight?
You know what you call that? To think about. I don't believe it for a second. Any sign of that right now.
So
Randy's fine. So he was here to be on the outside, to be a major for our main event even got started. The belly roll had been attacked by Orton and McAfee.
The Viper Randy Orton looks to regroup. Championship and Randy Orton's march toward his time with 15 world titles. Flair is 16, closer if he wins tonight. And Randy Orton's career, 22.
Really a position that neither man thought they were going to help Orton. No Pat McAfee here, teacher. And I'll tell you right now, Cole, it rarely teacher.
So now the lock-up, collar, and elbow to win the title.
Well, Orton needs to think fast because whatever game experience and come up with a new game plan. Pretty
for the years. What does Cody need to do to keep the title?
Well, emotionally and physically over the past several weeks. Time and again, Cody has beaten the best.
Cody Rhodes, the relationship dates back 20 years. Orton really giving Rhodes his start here. Moving crisply so far.
I don't believe a word.
Locker room today about it
because people in the locker room believe the non-physical peak.
Cody bounced off the top turnbuckle. WrestleMania. He's tied 5th all time with a man we saw earlier.
Motivation. He wants to be the greatest of all time in a number 15.
Rhodes looking to out quick. Cody Rhodes on a power slam.
I'll tell you, he would always talk on in rental cars. Randy Orton was the perfect wrestler. Nobody has...
Off the second row, went for the Cody cutter. Got caught by Orton now. Came up a bit lame.
Oh.
Cody Rhodes, now the moment of truth. Remember at the King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes wouldn't pull the trigger on Randy. It almost cost him.
Years ago by a major back surgery, and that was certainly what happens. Early in matches, you're not quite worn down, your body cools down. Randy may have just tweaked.
Oh, Cody Rhodes delivering Randy with the slam out of the ring.
It was that back once again and in the locker room.
I told you that. Randy is really hurting.
Oh, God. Imagine being Pat McAfee in your corner. You're the challenger in the...
Oh, and now driving Randy into the corner. Orton's got a problem, and now with a half crab.
I mean, this is what you have to do when you're as good.
You
cannot have A's on the line here. This man wants to take everything.
Cody's like a brother to him, but this
was a fascinating interview. I was amazed at how calm and controlled psychosis about him, which I realized the beast inside him comes out to play.
And I'm impressed with it.
Well, not at all, and this is what you have to do at this level. This is exactly what Orton to go on SmackDown that left Cody a bloody mess.
Well, Rhodes is the one that unleashed the demons, told them to be.
I mean, Randy is just a friend or its foe, and when gold is on the line, tournament, the final last year, Randy momentarily regretted it ever since.
In that tournament with Orton, and you saw tonight, he wasn't.
You hesitate when it's a friend. These two stop being.
Elbows to the ear, over the top, scoops up Orton. Look at the way his feet are.
Yeah.
He can't even stand.
To WrestleMania that got himself here.
Great strategy by the champ into the cover.
Yeah, absolutely. It applies pressure to the midsection. When you ride that kick out, just triggering whatever Sayat.
Randy just trying top rope.
I mean, Randy's barely got a shot in for the best.
Randy Orton able to cause. And now Randy Orton needs to end this match quickly to have a chance.
Damage to Cody to put him away. That's the problem.
But a superplex to Rhodes won't be.
Randy Orton reverting to type.
Well, look at this.
You go big or you win big there was a big mistake.
But at least the superplex from Orton's standpoint is slowed. There's the power slam by.
Superlative best. Orton's abilities, if he can block it out, and this is it.
And there's the drapey DDT.
Now, there may not be a move in the... And even going down and the mat was an...
Is back again, now sent out to the floor. And Cody now runs into a right hand by Randy, and
Randy Orton knocking the wind out of Cody at the wrong construction around us. It may be about to get worse here.
Loves delivering those blows on the announce table. Cody does have the advantage tonight.
A brave referee who does a double count out here.
Saw that smile across the face of the Viper.
Back in the eyes of Randy Orton. Cody's
tapped before the match even began by McAfee.
So Cody Rhodes, based on how things turned out in the
Orton. Focus on that wound on the forehead of Randy.
The entire world now on Randy Orton's WWE title hanging in the balance.
And now an irate can against Randy Orton.
4 weeks ago, perhaps, would have had some sympathy. So can't show that tonight, Cody.
Yeah, but a lot is complexion of the industry that happened in this rivalry is begging for mercy here.
Cody never thought softened up by injury.
And oh, and there it is, the disaster kick by Rhodes in the championship. Orton just gets the shoulder up.
Greatest in Cody Rhodes, not where you want to be.
This enjoying what he's doing to Orton.
Well, here's your reward, Viper.
Well, I mentioned at the top, I wondered if Cody was going to reach it tonight.
Here, and Randy Orton just looking limp.
Maybe about to deliver some of Randy's own.
Well, this will be
This is a different Cody Rhodes tonight. Randy talked about his legacy as I'm world champion.
And you feel it's over, and Cody wants to do it in...
Mocking Randy. Slowly to his feet. And Cody. Crossroad! Orton not close to a 15th.
And a burst of ideas at exactly the right time, but connecting just when it looked like it was over. Back in his favor, but how quickly can Orton put a stranglehold on this match? Now he has the...
Slithers into position. Coiled. KO. Backslide by Cody. Shoulders down. RKO by Rhodes.
Letters in all of wrestling, but immediately pounced upon with an RKO to get the 3 count.
in the undisputed WWE Championship match. Challenger who just collapsed on the floor in front of us.
Defended us against all the insults from. Finished the job. Randy Orton took the low road. Well,
to him as well, and this is a completely different.
It's WrestleMania. It's the main event. A man who tried to take from you everything you.
He knows where he's at, Wade.
Can never write off the Viper, although
Cody measuring Orton. Oh, title! Rhodes kicks out!
Off by the entire planet, but still is where it's game over for Orton until it was kick out from a broken Cody. Completely spent in this main event, but someone.
Orton spent, Rhodes is spent. Yes, Saturday, everything on the line. Randy Orton, though, turns it around.
Is partially injured. All his opponents.
Charles Robinson.
Well, Randy was blocked.
Cody poked Orton in the eyes. The official stalking Rose as he goes to his longtime friend. And Randy went to up to the eyes. Low blow by Rhodes.
Message from Cody Rhodes.
Do what you gotta do. Cody Cutter. Randy Orton with an RKO. Who gave him a referee shirt? And Cody had to kick out. No way this is legal.
Well, Pat McAfee did too on SmackDown the past couple of weeks. Who knows?
Come through. Sit down, Pat. Put out another down. Cody retains.
The undisputed nightmare, Cody.
Tonight. And that stupid Pat McAfee made him.
Ended up looking nothing like any of us in the eye. Ref missed it. Ref then ate an RKO. Cody was wise to it. Low blow of him. A crazy, crazy turn. And before Randy can make the cover, throwing RKOs out with a bat. Still QB1 and still the jet.
Past few months, hell, the last 3 years. And Orton with the title up and already. So much for his